Hey, what's up everyone? How you guys doing? Today I got a special little story for you. A lot of times I get tweets, Snapchats, or Facebook messages from you guys asking for advice on what to do if someone is bullying you or calling you names. And that really hurts me to hear that happens to so many of you guys, so I thought it might help if I talk about something that I went through as a kid. I don't really talk about my past, not because I hated it or anything, but because it's really hard to describe how everything was. So I actually have an animation to help show you what happened. I hope you enjoy.
My mom is Japanese and my dad is white. When they married, they made a pact that they would one day let their future kids experience Japan in some way. And that's exactly how I ended up moving to Japan and living there from when I was 4 until I was 7 years old. For anyone that's ever had to move, you know how scary it can be. And when you're only 4 and going to a completely different country with a completely different language and completely different people, it's terrifying. From the get-go, I was thrown into school, and honestly, despite everything I thought, it wasn't as bad as I expected. Since I was so young, I picked up on Japanese quick, and I made a lot of friends. Everything was going great. One day, I was leaving the classroom to go to recess, and in the hallway window, there was a classmate outside knocking on the window, chanting at me, singing, "Yaseppochi no gaikokujin," which in Japanese basically means skinny foreigner. I didn't really think about it too much. This started to happen every day, however, and day after day she was there at the window chanting, "Yaseppochi no gaikokujin, Yaseppochi no gaikokujin." She stood there at the window with a super unsettling smile. It was honestly super sinister, like something out of a horror movie. I mean, if you just added a knife in there, it probably could have been a box office hit. Eventually, it really started to get to me and agonize me. This was the first moment I think I started to realize I wasn't like everyone else, and it made me feel out of place, like I was some sort of alien. Obviously, I didn't care about her calling me skinny. I think I was 7 at the time, I wasn't really hitting the gym. It was just the fact that she had the audacity to call me a foreigner. I was no longer like all my other classmates, and I imagined myself as this white, pasty kid. I did what I knew I should, and I told my teacher what was happening, and then he went on to set aside time in class one day and tell everyone that I wasn't any different and that I wasn't to be called a foreigner. The girl never got in trouble though, because she denied ever doing it, and I guess they couldn't do anything about it because of that. Yeah, that kinda sucked. If we're being honest, I think she was low-key the devil in disguise. Aside from that though, it was awesome to have the support of my teacher and to understand that even though I might not have the same background as everyone else, it didn't make me any less of a person. From then on, I've had countless experiences of being categorized as a foreigner, but thanks to what happened in Japan, I've been able to feel more comfortable in my skin. Upon moving back to the US, things ended up crossing over. I got made fun of for being Asian. But guys, the moral of the story is that no matter what ethnicity you are or where you come from, just understand that you're unique, and you should treat everyone the way you want to be treated yourself. I know that's cliche. Okay, but it's cliche because it's true.
Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was super fun to make. I want to give a huge thank you to my friends over at Storybooth for help making this animation. If you're interested in making your own animation, check out their website and submit your story. They also have an app too, so all those links will be in the description. And no, I'm not getting paid to say any of this. I just think what they do is really great. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next Moretoki Monday. Whoa!